Okay. All right. So thank you very much, Joseph Aidoo, for joining us for this quick interview. First of all, let's start by how your season has gone so far.
Yeah, it has been good. Because of this pandemic, everything has been slow, but as for now, everything has been good.
You do speak of the pandemic. How has it changed football for you and in Spain and with your club as well?
I'm the type of person who loves to be on the field with the fans cheering up and stuff. But now, because of the common enemy we are all facing, it has been difficult and we just all coping it.
For you as a player, you had COVID yourself at a time where the world was still paranoid about it. How did you deal with it and everything that came along with it?
Yeah, unfortunately, I was really lucky because I didn't have any severe symptoms, but I had my family close to me, which they really helped me a lot. And I will use this opportunity to encourage anyone who is going through these difficulties with this pandemic, that anyone who have been in contact with that, I assure the person he will come back stronger than before.
Certainly, but let's talk about, let's look at the positives and how you've lived in Spain for the last couple of years. Before, coming to Spain, you joined from Belgium. When you look at the two countries, how different is Celta and Spain from, life in Belgium?
To the work as in soccer, I think Spain is far ahead than Belgium and Sweden, because here the tactical play, the best players, the understanding of the game, everything is marvelous.
And certainly, you've not been the only Ghanaian who shares this thought as well. If you look at last season, there were so many Ghanaians in the Liga. Thomas Partey, there was Salisu, Lumo, Baba Rahman, and all that. Unfortunately, all the names that I mentioned, they've now left you behind. Let's first,
right?
Yeah. How close were you with these guys? Did you used to meet up with them?
From Vigo to their end is really far, but we used to talk on phone and check up. Assuming if Baba is going to play a game, I test him, good luck, guy. Go kill it and stuff. So we do talk a lot. But not really meet in person.
Okay. Was Baba your closest out of the pal?
No, I used to talk to everybody. I'm a free guy.
But how do you feel now that all of them have left La Liga? Are you still in touch?
Yeah, we still in touch. We still talk now and then. Check up on things and stuff.
Okay. And for Mohamed Salisu, he played for Real Valladolid before moving to Southampton. He's a centre back like you. What do you make of him? His move to Southampton. I'm sure you've watched him a couple of times. What are your thoughts on how he performs?
Yeah, before he will even move to England, I even had a conversation with him. I told him, "Congratulations, guy. I know you will go there and kill it." And when he went there, he had difficulties with. I think he was a little bit injured, and now he's really doing well in the couple of games that he has played.
Is he someone that you foresee or look ahead, in playing alongside in the Black Stars with?
Yeah, he's a good player, so why not?
But do you know of his situation so far? Because he's been called a couple of times, but he hasn't fulfilled that yet, and he still hasn't played for Ghana yet. Do you have any idea what
no,
the situation is?
I think that one is maybe personal issue with him, but I don't know.
All right, but speaking of the Black Stars, you've had 8 appearances so far. What's been your experience like playing with the national team?
Even before me being called to the national team, my mentor is Samuel Sekofor, right? So I've been looking up to him a lot. So when I had the call up, I was really excited. I said, the step that he took, I have to follow that step and do more in replacement of him. So that's what I've been up to.
Kufuor certainly did have a very big impact, on the Black Stars. But let me just ask you one question on Kufuor. Why did you choose him as a mentor? I'm sure you've seen the likes of John Mensah, most recently and all that. What made you choose Sammy Kufuor as your role model in the Black Stars?
Yeah, for me as personal, for me choosing him as my mentor, because for me, I think I'll be playing Bayern Munich in the future. And as he has been there, that's why I'm always looking up to him. And he has made really a good impact in the football world.
Is there any reason why you choose Bayern Munich as a club that you look to play in the future?
When I was a kid, that's the only club that always touched my heart. So that's what I know.
So do you still watch your games, Bundesliga and the Champions League?
Yeah. I do watch. And sometimes even go to their website and watch some clips and stuff.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. But let's come back to the Black Stars, because that's what brought about Sammy Kufuor and all of that. And speaking of CK O'Connor, who is currently the new coach, you've been inside the camp. How different has it been, a new coach coming in replacing Kwesi Appiah? And what's the direction of the team at the moment? Is it one that has accepted that they are going through a rebuilding process and would need some time? Or is a team that's quickly looking to, winning the Africa Cup of Nations soon?
Yeah, for me, there's a common goal which every coach has, right? So to him, as like he just got the appointment to be the coach, and now the players that we are also young players, which we are growing up to be the likes of the Sule Muntaris, Samuel Essien, Osei Kufuor and stuff. So I think, to me as personally, I think we have the quality. We have the quality as a players, but we just have to know each other, to understand each other, to make that impact.
All right. Before you actually got to the national team, you went through the under-20 side, and you were part of a team that unfortunately you guys couldn't bring any trophy home, although you did get bronze at the Africa Cup of Nations. What did what was the feeling watching this current crop of under-20 boys, winning the Africa Cup of Nations?
Yeah, I was really excited and really proud about the achievement they did. When I was watching a game against Gambia, it was really a touch game, and Ghana won by 1. And I told a friend of mine that this was the final, and Ghana will bring the cup back home, and for sure it's happened. And I was really happy that they achieved that goal.
Interesting. And you do certainly have your prophet boots on there. We hope that you'll be saying that Ghana will be winning the Africa Cup of Nations soon. But you're part of that under-20 team. And let me just ask you, when you went to that World Cup, unfortunately you got knocked out in the quarterfinals. Did you feel like some of your best players in the team could get national team call-ups right after, playing for the under-20?
Yeah, but I think some of the players did. I think some of the players had the call up, but not right after. But at the process, I think they had the likes of, I think Yeboah was there, Samuel Tete, and some couple of players.
Yeah. And if you look at the current under-20 team, there's been talks about Frank, Asinki. I'm sure you've heard about him. He also played for Interlights, like a club. There were a lot of comparisons that he plays close to what you do play like. First off, have you been watching him? Did you watch him throughout the tournament? And what do you make of him?
Yeah, I did watch almost all the games, and he did really well. And I think he has a really good talent to be up there.
Mm. Certainly. We'll be talking about, his former club and your former club, Inter Allies. But before we get there, you joined Celta in 2019. You've spoken of your admiration for Bayern Munich. What does the future hold for you and your club, Celta Vigo, currently?
Currently, we are still striving hard to reach to be up there. Having next season we'll be playing the Europa League. So that's the target we are setting for each other now.
You speak of moving to the Europa League. That would be a gradual progression. Last season, you survived relegation narrowly, and this season you are quite comfortable in mid-table. Next season you want to go to Europa League. But let me take you back a couple of steps. The last season, for instance, what went wrong with Celta Vigo? All of a sudden, you were down there and almost got relegated.
Yeah, I think it's one of those like those things, right? Because it's not like we are not playing. We play really good, but the goals were not coming. But this season, we are still playing good and the goals are coming. So that's what I think.
Okay. Let's now move to a bit of personal questions. And who's the toughest player that you've ever played against?
For now, I've played against a lot of quality players, a lot of touch players, but for now, for me, I've not met anyone who has I don't know how to put this.
Wait, let me make it easier for you. If we talk of La Liga, the player that comes to mind is Lionel Messi. What does it feel like when you face Messi?
Yeah, it's like the position Messi plays, right? Normally, when he gets to me, either he will shoot the ball or he will pass. So we don't normally get really in contact.
But what does a coach tell the whole defensive line when you're about to meet a front line with someone like Lionel Messi?
In Spain, right? In Spain, Messi is the top, even the world. That's what I think. He's the top. But in Spain, every team is used to play, and each and everyone believe to play. So it's not like we are going to meet Messi. So we just have to focus on Messi. No, we just play our game.
Interesting. Now you did say Messi was top, in La Liga and then in the world as well. Is that something that you think? Like you think he's the best player in the world right now?
To me personally, yeah.
Okay. Let me take you back a bit and let's talk about COVID and its impact. A lot of clubs are not willing to release their players from national teams, especially for national teams that will be traveling to play in red zones. Unfortunately, Ghana would be victim and would have to play in South Africa, which is a red zone. First off, does it put pressure on players like you who love to play for your country that your club would be reluctant to release you?
For me, Ghana is number one in my heart, and I stand for Ghana, right? But I really do understand the frustration of the clubs, thinking the players will come back with the virus and it will affect them, delay maybe some points which they think they have to accumulate, but it will be difficult for them. But for me, if the players take like really good precaution with the safety measures, I think everybody will come back safe and sound.
Okay, that's a good one. I did mention that we'll talk about Inter Allies, and let's talk about them now. It's been a very difficult season for them. Unfamiliar territory, they do find themselves in bottom of the Ghana Premier League table. They're still left to the second leg and round of fixtures to play. They're 7 points away from safety. Do you have an idea what was going wrong for them?
I think they are quite young players, which they are getting to know each other, right? it's like our first season in the Premier League. We play all the good soccer, but it was really hard to score, to win matches. But when we got to know each other, the table changed. So I think if they get to know each other, they understand each other, things will change.
When you say things would change, how far do you think they can? Do you think they have what it takes to escape relegation?
Yeah. I think they have.
Okay. Just before we wrap up, Joseph Aidoo, you're a young defender, up and coming. What do you want to be remembered for at the end of your career when you play for 10, 12 years and you probably hang your boots? What do you want kids coming up to remember Joseph Aidoo as?
To remember the player who always does well in each team that he goes and leave a good legacy there.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Joseph, for this interview. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Okay, thanks very much. You too.